Good evening, everyone. And those people, if you want to switch on your videos, you can see. So maybe I will also switch on my video. Mm, okay. Good evening to you all. So it's good to see you all. Am I audible? Please confirm.
Yeah, you're audible.
And
So yeah.
sorry to interrupt. I think most of the student is. I think they have not dialed in, so I can see that. I
Okay.
think 5 or 6. Maybe they need some instruction. Or
Okay. So maybe let's start the session because we will be having this recording anyhow. So we can share this recording later as well.
Yeah. It's better because we don't have much time actually.
Yeah.
Hannah?
So yeah.
okay.
So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lumsden Nursing CPD session. So just to give you all a brief introduction of Lumsden, Lumsden is an organization of young people who share the same patient to assist their fellow students and professionals from different parts of the world. And students of different grades are offered assistance to pursue their dream in life. Various students, due to incompetent facilities, opportunities in their own native areas, find the necessity to move to other cities to pursue their studies and career. Pursuing career or hunting jobs in other cities opens a whole new can of worm for them. In their crusade, students often get trapped into dilemmas such as which college to study, which course to opt for. Will engineering do the best for them, or should they apply for commerce course? And the list goes on for eternity. In all these chaos, many students end up studying in wrong colleges, schools, or leaving the idea altogether and returning back to their respective homes. At Lumsden, we connect students from remote areas to mentors and professionals at global level. So, career professional development, continuous professional development, CPD session of Lumsden is one such initiative. And as an appreciation to our frontline warriors during this extremely challenging pandemic emergency, we at Lumsden are focusing on this essential career services. So that's career in nursing. That's the first online session we are having. And first of all, I would also most of you are from nursing background, you're well ahead of their career, and few still starting their career. So from us at Lumsden, we would like to wish you all happy Nurse Week. That's from 6th to 12th May. And today we have Mrs. Yanchan Dolma, who is the Senior Nursing Officer at AIMS Delhi, and who would like to share her experience and answer your questions. So this is what she always says: nursing is not just about medicine and injection. There's a lot more in nursing to be explored. So here, please welcome our speaker today, Ms. Yanchandol Male. Over to you. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And you can okay, wait a minute. You can see the screen now.
Yes, you can see the screen. You can put that to slideshow, maybe, if that works.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
Okay, so now we will start. We have very limited time, so I'll be very quick with it. Pardon me if I'm very fast. And to the host, I would say you can interrupt me anytime. Okay, if something is not audible or if something is going wrong, please interrupt me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So basically, as already said, what is CPD all about and its objective? What I felt is it's to make you, or it's handhold you guys, young people, in your early years of career or in your stepping into your new career, to make you enjoy what you do with career progression. Is it right? I think it's the objective of the CPD overall. Like uh, actually, when you go into, you were very young when you started your this profession, right? So now if you are not aware of the things, then you land up in something which you do not like, out of your peer pressure or your parents pressure or anything. So that is where we are stepping in and letting you understand what a career has to offer you. So today it's nursing because I'm into nursing. So we have this first session. I'm very glad that we are the torch bearer of CPD. So to everyone, to all the nurses, very very happy nurses week. And thank you so much for all the corona warriors who are working there in front line fighting for COVID-19. And thank you for all others and to this platform also for considering nursing as an important career. So to those who do not know, to the nursing students and early nurses, I would like to say the logo which I have put it here, proud to be a nurse, is a registered logo for trained nurses. Okay, and it has its own explanation. You can go through it later on. I won't be going through this my introduction because we don't have much time. And people coming to nursing have a few courses, entry courses. One is the auxiliary nurse midwife, which is of 2 years and which needs a 12 pass. And then after that, if they wanted to study again, then they have the general nursing, post basic, MSc, MPhil and PhD. And second entry option is general nursing and midwifery, that is for 3 years, and this also needs a 12 pass, minimum 40%, and it's for 3 years, somewhere 3.5 also. But here I have put a cross mark here. This is for a reason. This year, 2021 session will be the last batch of general nursing and midwifery according to INC. And after that, there won't be any GNM. So the GNM course is phasing out. Okay, so I won't ask people to go into this. I won't ask people to opt this as a first choice. If they are science graduate, they can go for BSc honors nursing. It is for 4 years, and after that, they can go for directly for MSc nursing. Then MPhil is optional. They can go directly to PhD from MSc. Or for the GNMs who have already done GNM, for them they have an option of doing post basic BSc for 3 years in distance education, but 2 years in regular course. Then they can go for MSc, MPhil and PhD like this. And in nursing, the super specialty courses starts from masters, wherein as in medical they have super specialty courses. We have also in various specialty like onco, pediatric and so on, which I have given you in the screen. Next, we have also a super specialty course, post basic diploma specialty, which is for the BSc nurses. Eligibility is BSc nursing, so they can opt for this, which I've mentioned here. Very limited institutions have these courses. Then nurse practitioner course is also coming up. It's a residential course, and it has started in critical care and midwifery as of now, but it will be it's under process right now. Or all other primary healthcare, primary nursing also is on the pipeline. So this is just basic where our nurses can go through in a educational qualification. Now for the general people, we as a nursing, when we enter a nursing course, we were told nursing is an art and science. You know that we do provide care. So we, as a care provider, everyone knows. The community knows nurse as a care provider. But apart from there, we have lots of responsibilities, a list of a workload we have for the nurses. Nurses are the educator for patient, nurses are the educator for their subordinates, their peer group, and even the nurse educators are also there in the colleges, the lecturers, the professors, associate professors and all. So nurses work as an educator. Advocate is something which all the nurses does for the patient. All the clinical nurses, they speak for their patient. So the level of advocacy will result in the quality of nursing care. And nurses are working as in a huge volume. Nurses are working as a manager in any healthcare setup. Without nurses, there is no management. That is what I wanted to highlight here. Nurses in their senior position, they are the healthcare managers. Whether it is in outpatient department or in the wards or in the operation theater, all the managers are the nurses. Nurses take care of day to day everything about the healthcare. And collaborator, they have to collaborate with many departments for the care of patient, so they do that day in and day out, and lots of time is utilized for that role also. Leader in any profession, everyone is a leader in their own way. And researcher, there are lots of scope for the nurses as a researcher. They take part in day to day all the clinical research is going on. They provide data, they collect data, they take part in the interventions. So nurses are the integral part of clinical researches as well. So a lot of roles are there. That's why, if I have to say, if I have to give you an example of the healthcare facility as a forest, I would say that nurses have to look after whole of the forest, right? Whereas other people, the specialists, the doctors, the surgeons, the physiotherapists, the dietitians, whoever it may be, they only have to look after their trees. So that means this is the magnitude of nurses' role in healthcare. That is why it is said that nurses are the backbone of healthcare. So now, point is there to ponder, why then, if nurses are so important in healthcare, and if nurses has this much of role in the healthcare, why people are not choosing nurses as their first choice for a career? Why? Some people think it's non-glamorous. Maybe they think, but glamorous, the definition, it depends upon people to people, how you define it. So it is up to you, the participant today. After going through my slides, you decide whether it's a glamorous profession or not. I won't comment on this. Second is, duty timings are odd. Yes, I do agree. The people do not like night duties and evening duties. But as a person, personally, I love shift duties. I love doing evening duties and night duties. There are so much of flexibilities there. If you have some work in the morning, you don't have to take leave. You just arrange your duty in evening duty, night duty, then you can do your personal works in the morning hours. Likewise, so you need to see the positive things in these things. Difficult work, any work which is not done with passion is difficult. So nursing is not different from others. Society perspective, personally, I have never faced disrespect of being a nurse. I have always received humble respect from everybody whom I get connected with. So yet generally it is said that nurses is not looked upon as a good profession. But I hope after this COVID pandemic, I think this will change. Hoping for the best. Is it a tough training? People think that nursing is a tough training, that's why they are not coming. Any training which is not done with determination, the person will feel that it is tough. So nursing is not a different thing. Is it a female dominated? Yes, nursing is a female dominated profession. But as recently, men are also taking interest in nursing. So this also will change in the days to come. So I don't think why people are not choosing nursing as their first choice. Though I would confess here that nursing was not a choice for me also, right? But then when I came into nursing, I'm so glad I came into this profession because of somebody who really knows me. He advised me not to go into MBBS because of my health issues. He said nursing would be good for you. So I'm glad I'm into this profession. Now, why I'm here is to share how I become as a normal girl to a passionate nurse. From a normal girl to a nurse, then to a passionate nurse. There is a short story here. So I would like to share this. After that, I won't be going into any theoretical part today. It is just an introduction. Any problem, Naina?
No, everything's clear.
अच्छा, ठीक है. So I just wanted to share my short story. Then some of the people who are doing very good in their own profession in a very unconventional nursing career. Okay. I did my diploma in general nursing in 97. Then I did my post-basic BSc from IGNOU in 2009. So see the gap, 97 to 2009. There is a long gap of many years, you know. So why I did diploma, being a science graduate, taking a science in 12th, why I did diploma? Because of the career counseling I did not got, because of the wrong guidance I got. I asked one of my senior a person when I came to Delhi to take admission. I said, what is the difference between general nursing and BSc? And he told me that if you wanted to take care of the patients, you should go to general nursing. And if you wanted to go into teaching line, then you have to go to BSc nursing. So there, it's such a small thing, but then a big mistake and big wrong information which I got, you know. BSc nursing, if you do also, you can come into the clinical line. But I was wrongly informed that if you wanted to take care of patients, you have to do general nursing. So I went for general nursing. That's where I wasted so many years, you know. So it took me very long years to to become a graduate nurse. And in between, unluckily or luckily I should say, that I fell sick. My kidney got failed. I went through renal transplantation. So for 2 years I was on dialysis. So these things happened. That's why also the gap is so much. There, that 2 years was a very turning point of my life, which gave me so much of learning of life, you know, what life is actually, and which made me a better nurse today. So like I was a nurse before, but then after going through a patient's journey, I have seen the whole setup of healthcare, the flaws, the good things, everything I have experienced first-handedly. I had the journey of a patient through all through the hospital area. So now I know where I need to be, when I need to take care, so that I will be a better healthcare professional. So from there I became a better nurse. That is I wanted to say. So when you yourself has a patient's journey, then you become a better compassionate person. And then I did my MSc also. So BSc, MSc, I finished my MSc in 2012. So all these studies I have done while I was working. So MSc I took study leave, that is government provide you 2 years of study leave with salary. So I got that. Then I did my MSc. To show you this, the objective of showing you this slide is that for 17 years, I was into direct patient care. Then next more than 5 years, I'm into quality in healthcare. Now, very sadly, for the first 17 years, I really worked dedicatedly. I always used to come. I was very punctual in my work. I was very dedicated in my work, and I was very cordial with all the colleagues. Yet, I do not have anything to share today here for those 17 years I spent. Whatever I has to share here today is of these recent 5 years. There comes the message. We as a healthcare nurses, we as a frontline nurses, we never project ourselves in a professional way. We do our work wholeheartedly. We give our more than 100% in the shortage, all the difficulties we work, yet we are not able to convey or not able to connect with people, not able to highlight what we do, you know. So, and for the last 5 years I have been exposed into other part of healthcare sector. There is quality services and all. There I am able to work. I learned a lot during these 5 years, and I have got many opportunities which I grabbed, and then I could share with you guys. So this is what my daily routines are these days. First two photos are of my office. I have here the responsibility of helping the doctors, junior doctors in developing their skills in their surgical skills. We have a team there, and I have few of the roles as some of the sessions I take for them to our junior new joint doctors. Then the third photo is for MBBS students. Also, we have sessions on quality of healthcare, the sensitization part. Then with my colleagues also, I have sessions. As a nurse, we have the basics of medical education. So we are at a very comfortable uh, platform where we can develop contents for healthcare related educational materials. So we have to, if there are nurses right now listening to me, if you are interested in developing educational materials, you do as per what your interests of subjects are, then you need to validate these things, validate the whole thing from subject experts. Okay, then after validation only, then it will go for print. So you can do that. Nurses are privileged to do this. And as much as possible, wherever in any profession you are, you need to update yourself by attending conferences and workshops. There you get the exposure, there you get the opportunities. So I have initially in these 17 years, I have wasted most of my off days in attending conferences and workshops, which ultimately results in getting me so many opportunities. Now nurses have the privilege organize various health activities like educating. First slide is for patient education, giving right information about COVID-19, then vaccination program, blood donation camps, preventive health camps. Then of course we as a nurses, this green one is like helping patient, that is on personal ground, that is like we help patient who don't have attendance and all. We do, initially I used to do that. Now I think I'm a little bit old. I don't go for these things, but I do manage helping people. And then last is in JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University. When the COVID started coming to India, they asked me to have a session with the right information. So this way, nurses can participate in various social ventures. And some of our nurses from Delhi, we went to Ladakh, and we had a women's health project in Disketsel near Leh. And then next is the school, a very nice school in Serthi village in Ladakh. It's under, I think, Leh district, Serthi village, where we had a session for the teachers to recognize the early symptoms of visual impairment. And then we also checked the visual acuity of all the students, and we were able to, I'm so glad that out of 9 children which we found new visually impaired children, which we found, out of them the headmaster, Mr. Sonam Galton, is so proactive that he took all those students to hospital and then got checked up, and 6 of them were found to be heavy and glasses prescribed. So this way you can contribute to the society, you as a nurse, that too. And then next is from Sikkim. We went to, 3 of us went to Sikkim, and we had various programs like HIV/AIDS program, alcoholism, tuberculosis, and substance abuse. All these programs we had in Sikkim. And this beach wala hai, it is in SOS school, Choklamsar Leh. We had a session for the junior school teachers in making them understand the early symptoms of visual impairment in the children. And last photo is of a youth hostel in Delhi, Tibetan youth hostel. We had a comprehensive health camp. So this way nurses can work in variety of areas. Rewards and awards, I must say, you should not expect. But if you have the good intention and if you really work hard for the society, they are there to come. You should not expect though, because if you expect, then it will, if you don't get it, then you will have frustrations and demotivation. So you should not do that. And with recognition and respect, there is a great responsibility. So being now I'm an assessor in Government of India's central team, so we have great responsibility. With that responsibility, we need to be updated with all the updates, latest changes in the healthcare quality services. So this way I can be at par with all the hospital heads and the professors and all. So this is how you have to update it. Knowledge is power. That is what one message today I want to give is, knowledge is power, and you have to use that power to become confident. And for that you can take help of the professional bodies. Whether you are in nursing or not doesn't matter. In any profession there are professional bodies, so you should be part of those professional bodies so that you get updated, you have connections. IONA is an organization which I founded with my colleagues. It's a Alliance for Innovative Ophthalmic Nurses Association. In India we don't have association for nurses in ophthalmic nursing, so we started that. Being in the country's premier eye center, we thought it is our responsibility, so we started this organization. Innovative Alliance for Public Health is a public health association which I was a core member, and we had great opportunities working in this organization, had lots of exposure also. Trained Nurses Association is the apex of all the associations in India. So this is the oldest one, and government recognized oldest one, this one. And I would request everyone, all the trained nurses in this platform, to be a part of, to be a member of Trained Nurses Association of India. If you have any queries, you can ask me directly. And luckily for the next 4 years, I'm also one of the executive members now, elected unopposed. So I think I would be able to contribute more into my profession. Now I'll be sharing some of the profiles where people, they all are nurses. Whoever I'm sharing here today, all are nurses, and they are doing great in an unconventional way, which people does not know. Madam Usha Ukhande is the consultant midwife. So nurses with their degree, they are authorized to practice midwifery. So she is using that qualification, and she is the consultant midwife of MOM, Mom Miracle of Motherhood करके वो है hospitals है, there they give natural birthing center है वो, and she is the consultant midwife there. So she says that she's very satisfied with her life as a nurse and midwife. And Miss Prashanti is a senior research assistant, and she works in Indian Institute of Public Health, Hyderabad, and she works under the fund various projects under UNICEF. She has done BSc Nursing and Masters in Public Health. She was from, as she has said, she's from a very humble background, but with this enthusiasm, your commitment to your profession and all, this led to her progression in her profession. Miss Deepti Damodaran is my classmate in my master's degree. She is right now working as a content strategist, Elsevier publication. So you know it, Elsevier is a very famous publication. So she has a qualification of BSc Nursing and MSc Nursing. Then she has done Masters in Hospital Administration as well. So experience, she has lots of experience, but she has not mentioned it here. But anyway, she says being a nurse, you can explore many arenas which will improve you. Prakati Sharma is working as a national consultant midwifery, WHO country office. So you can work even in WHO also. Her education qualification is Bachelor in Nursing. Then she has done double MSc in Public Health as well as in Public Policy from UK. So she works in WHO country, this in India. And she has professional associations with UNICEF, JAPIGO, and WHO headquarters as well. Madam Subba is presently working in Africa as a senior nurse. She has qualification of graduate nurse. Anything? You can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
you can hear me, na?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Go on mute, please.
मैं बहुत जल्दी इसलिए बोल रही हूँ क्योंकि we don't have much time, that's why. हाँ, ठीक है.
No, you
So
are the
she
correct
was into
space. Thank you.
She is into Nepalese army before starting. Then she went to UN peacekeeping mission. So she is right now working under United Nations peacekeeping mission and presently posted in Africa. So the you know, this job, the attraction is that you get to go to many international, in many countries. You can land up in any country, and as a very good package of around 8 lakhs per month or something. So this is internet, and this she has started from Nepal. This also can be done from India as well. Mr. Suresh, a very humble person working in Safdarjung Hospital as a senior nursing officer. She has done general nursing, then BSc nursing, and other specialty areas he has done. But very good thing about him is he is always there at the front line whenever there is a national emergency. Tsunami ले लो, Commonwealth Games ले लो, earthquake ले लो, flood ले लो, anything. और अभी वो COVID ड्यूटी करके क्वारंटाइन में है. And he is very active as a volunteer in palliative care, you know, and he does that through his association with many professional bodies. He is a life member of many professional bodies, as you have seen. Very deservingly, he got the National Florence Nightingale Award 2012, which is the highest recognition for a nurse in India. Miss Ghosh is working as a senior program officer JPIGO. JPIGO is an international agency working for women's health, infectious disease, then healthcare, strengthening of healthcare system. So ये JPIGO एक organization है. She is working there. She has a qualification of BSc nursing and masters in public health. She says that with her dedication in this exposure into international platform, right now currently she is providing technical support to INC for implementation of simulation, actively involved in National Midwifery Initiative of Government of India. So she says that these things, when you do it dedicatedly, you personally also you get developed, you become motivated, you become positive, confident, and also one of my good friend Rupa Rawat, I call her a freelancer nurse. She prefers herself to be called as an entrepreneur, but whatever it is, she is the first rheumatology nurse in India, did her rheumatology nursing from UK and USA. There is no rheumatology course in India. And she is also an NQuAS assessor as I am, and right now she has commitment with the WHO Collaborating Center for Trauma and Emergency Care, and she is a self-health activist working for patient right movement. She is an environmental activist going for clean and green country. Then I always call her happiness ambassador because she loves helping people to find their purpose of life. That is what we call ikigai. And then she mentors many hospitals and works in improving quality of care. Miss Milan Thirwa, I think she is here to attend today's session. She is a good friend of mine and a classmate. She has done her bachelor in nursing, then master's in nursing. She has exposure of as a clinical nurse in many areas like ICU, emergency, labor room, and trauma. And she has worked as an infection control nurse as well as in-service educator in corporate. She did after MSc, she directly joined as an in-service educator in a corporate hospital. The reason behind putting them together here is they have a common thing, is they have worked as a nurse underwriter. So Rimpi also has done general nursing, and she is underwriter for MedLife. This job also has a good package. So Milan, my purpose of bringing Milan here is she has worked as a nurse underwriter. And see, every people has got their own calling, you know. So Rimpi is happy with working as a nurse underwriter, but Milan, I think her quest for her ikigai has not finished yet. She is right now working as an associate professor in College of Nursing AIMS. Yet I doubt if her ikigai is like she has realized her ikigai or not. She is still exploring her profession. So you see, and a few of them I would like to mention here, especially Mr. Anish is an assistant professor in nursing. He teaches in school, College of Nursing, yet he has a regular program slot at a district, Kozhikode district की radio station में उनका once a week program होता है related to health education program. So he is doing a lot for the society in his own way. So this is very interesting, you know, if you have interest in that, you can do that also. Mr. Santosh Mahindrakar is a PhD scholar, and right now he is in Germany, and he was the founder of IAPH, which I have told you, the organization where I was associated, and he gives people these opportunities, he mentor people, and he push people to do something different in nursing career. So that is how I got him here today. Then Mr. Rashad is a highly skilled clinically trained emergency nurse who teaches doctors, nurses, and other technical staff regarding resuscitation and ECG. So he is expert in his own subject. So he teaches the doctors in emergency, the nurses, the technical staff. So this is how you can make difference in your own profession. I won't be explaining this chart because we don't have time. The only thing I wanted to say is through researches, we know that human being use only 10% of the human capacity. एक छोटा सा example देती हूँ. आपके friend ने बोला है आपको push up करने के लिए. Maximum जितना भी push up कर सकते हो आप करो. And you are doing 5 push up and saying I'm done, I'm tired. Then your friend will again say कि थोड़ा सा और कर लो. You are doing again 3-4 times. और बोलते नहीं आप हो गया. But फिर दोबारा पूछते हैं तो और थोड़ा सा करते हैं. मतलब total आपने 20 कर लिया उनकी push करने के बाद. Okay, so now the thing is that you were thinking that your capacity is 5 push-up, but you were able to do 20. That means your actual capacity is 20 push-up. You got my point? What I wanted to tell you. So you need to explore your capacity. So I would say with the right intention, this is the take-home message, okay? With the right intention for the benefit of others, without any expectation, if you do your work, if you passionately do your work, it results in inner happiness. Through experience, I'm telling you this. So sometimes people used to say, "It kyun kar rahe ho?" and all, because this gives me happiness. And ह्यूमन बीइंग का अल्टीमेट गोल क्या है? हैप्पी होना है. पैसे क्यों कमा रहा है? हैप्पी होने के लिए कर रहा है, राइट? वी अर्न टू बिकम हैप्पी, बट money only will, yes, money is a big part of it, but then it's not the only part of happiness. So you need to develop yourself also, and you need to give to your society, then only you will be happy inside. Now how can I help you as through this Lamstan platform? How can I help you? For the students who are interested in nursing, we can discuss and related to nursing admissions, we can explore. And if I don't know, I have contacts everywhere in the country, so we can see that where you wanted, like wherever you wanted to get admission, if it's possible, or how to go about it. So anything related to admission queries, we can do that. We can help you that. And for the young nursing students, I think many of them are here today. For young nursing students, any clinical and academic challenges you are facing, we can sit together or on a call or on a Zoom meeting, we can resolve them, try to resolve them. I can't guarantee you, but then I can make an effort in helping you out. For the young trained nurses, we can get in touch with each other and have, if you are not really happy with what you are doing today, then we can explore other opportunities as per your likings or as per your options. So personally, this is my contact number, WhatsApp and call both, and this is my email address. So anyone can write to me or get in touch with me for any help related to nursing career. I think this is all I have to share. Now next, if we have time, then we'll take up questions.
Yes, thanks, ma'am. It was indeed very insightful about nursing, especially for a person like me who doesn't know nursing much. It was really eye-opener. For all the nursing people, or the early career professional, and even experts like whom you have mentioned that already joined the call, Milan ma'am, and all those people. Thanks for being in the session for this CPD session. Now is the time for any questions. So I guess I have already forwarded you a few of the questions that we got through the registrations. If we can pick up those, and then any questions from your side, anyone can start asking any questions.
अच्छा, अभी पहले ये बताओ, कोई किसी को क्वेश्चन है? कोई हैंड रेस है? I can't see it. Otherwise, I can take one of the question which little bit I'm concerned about is somebody has written, I'm a nursing student, and then I would like I would like to know she is interested in social work. With that, she is also interested in nursing, but she's little bit have less self-confidence in because it deals with human. You know, nursing is not like other office people. They have to work with human beings' life. So she's little bit, if you are underconfident, what need to be done? So as I have already said in my slides that knowledge is power. You need to gain more and more knowledge wherever there is opportunity to learn something about the healthcare, nursing. You need to go about it. You need to invest. जब आप सीड नहीं डालोगे तो प्लांट नहीं आएगा ना. Likewise, if you don't attain knowledge, you won't be confident in working. Okay, so once you attain knowledge and go to workshops, go to conferences, your confidence level increases, you get exposures. आपको पता चलेगा, मालूम पड़ेगा कि बाहर दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है, apart from your hospital, others क्या क्या चल रहा है, ये सब आपको जब पता चलेगा तो you will be ultimately you will become confident. Do you think I am like this before? If you you know, I don't have evidence that I was a so meek and so less underconfident person before. And you know, when I started my journey as a nurse in career, मैं जब कुछ बोलती हूँ तो पेशेंट को सुनाई नहीं देता था. काउंटर पे जब मैं बोलती हूँ तो पेशेंट को सुनाई नहीं देता था, इतना मैं मीक थी. Okay, now through gaining knowledge, through continuing my education, then exposure to many platforms, I have become confident in what I am doing right now.
Ma'am, I can see lots of questions in the chat box section of the Zoom. If you can open that, there are a few of the questions that people are asking. Yeah, just in the chat box in the participant list. People to answer.
Okay. Operation theater nursing, we have a course in basic nursing. आप INC की उसमें जाना, indiannursingcouncil.org में जाना है, then you will see the operation theater nursing की course है. That you can do wherever you get opportunity to work in OT, you work in OTs. Then उसके बाद आप ये OT nursing का course करो, or then you can opt for those things. In private corporate areas, I think in government sector right now there is in the pipeline the आपकी specialty जो है उसकी base पे आपको posting मिलेगा करके अभी pipeline में तो है, but practically अभी नहीं हो रहा है. आपको जिसमें interest है वो नहीं मिलता. Even like if you are I am in a community health nursing, so I can be posted anywhere anyhow, but then somebody who does pediatric MSc, they can be posted anywhere. So abhi filhal the system proper nahi hai, but government is working on it. So when you finish your nursing, I think it will be there. If you do OT nursing course karenge to aapko OT milega. उसके बाद कौन सा है?
There's one. Maybe I will read for you maybe. Some people advise me that being in clinical field is not necessary to do MSc. What's your opinion, ma'am?
MSc करने के लिए you should be in nursing field. आप जैसे BSc कर रहा, उसके बाद it's not necessary that you are in clinical nursing. You can be in education line also. You should have some nursing experience. Just college like AIMS, they don't need experience. After BSc, MSc ले लेते. Few colleges they ask for 1 year or 2 years experience after BSc, but college like AIMS, they don't ask for experience after BSc. So you have to explore thing, but it's not like कि जरूरी clinical में ही करना है, ऐसा नहीं है. But I would say ultimately nursing is for caring patients. So if you have clinical exposure, then only you'll be a better nurse in education or in anywhere. Wherever you work in higher position as a nurse, if you have the ground reality knowledge, then only you'll be a better nurse anywhere in any position. So I would recommend you to work as a clinical nurse before for at least few years.
Okay. How can we make nursing a dream profession?
हाँ तो अभी मैं वही तो हमारा इनिशिएटिव ही वही है यार. तो like now you tell me किसका है ये क्वेश्चन?
It's from Milan ma'am.
Milan, she is a mentor. She will tell now how to become, because it is her vision also. You know, I'll tell you something. Milan always used to say, I wanted people to say from the school also कि मुझे nurse बनना है. So we are in a group, same platform, Milan, me and Rupa, and we all are working for this only. We all are taking initiatives. This is one, like, I'm so glad to Lamstan that you have given me opportunity of my, what should say, vision for my profession. So likewise, we are searching for opportunities where we can, क्या बोलते हैं, we can project nursing as a better profession, and then some people will come and they will make, like, वो धीरे धीरे होगा, जादू नहीं है. Anything changes जो लाना है, which is very old. Nursing का जो profession है अभी बहुत, it is, the system is different right now. So धीरे धीरे हो रहा है, but it's very slow. But you young guys have the power to make it like dream profession. So yeah, Milan, you can also speak something.
Yeah, maybe that would be better.
Yeah,
You could
I'm
also
tired.
answer. You could
Thank
answer.
you. You have rebounced the question to me only. Anyways, it'll take a very long time.
Yeah.
Just in
But
short, if you could say anything.
With
just
this
in-
pandemic, people are recognizing the crucial and very important role of a nurse, and it's totally up to the young generation how they would take it. I am happy also at the same time when we take in the new badges. It is a very sad affair that people do not come to nursing by choice. So it is like we have to be after them and tell them that this is a lovely profession, you will like it. So until the time they pass out, then only few out of 100, say only 20 feel that okay, nursing is a calling and nursing actually is a good profession. So I just want to see that change over a period of time. All the 100 students, all the 80 students come with same enthusiasm as people come in MBBS. So I am actually 50-50.
Yeah.
So let's hope
Thanks.
we make it a dream profession.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. Thanks for your response.
And thanks, Lamstan, for this initiative of taking nurses for as your first choice of career in CPT. So thank you so much for it, because see, this shows that things are changing, you know. Otherwise, कुछ साल पहले देखते तो मुझे खुद नहीं पता था नर्सिंग एक प्रोफेशन होता है. मैं तो हमेशा स्कूल में यही बोला है, मैंने डॉक्टर बनूंगी. I landed up being nurse, and then I'm happy now.
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah,
novel.
even I would like to quote, when I was filling up their form, I was very happy that nurses were in the first this thing. And after that only the doctors were there. So
Yeah.
it made my day actually.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. So there's lots of questions. Maybe I will scan through quickly. Okay, so ma'am, what are the scope of nurses in research line? Because one of my senior told me, as a nurse, we cannot do independent research. We have to work under doctors.
It's not like that. It's not like that. But general nurses, I think है ना मिलन, general nurses का अभी थोड़ा सा है issue independent करने के लिए. Otherwise people can do research, but वो होगा कि थोड़ा सा ethical considerations है. कुछ चीजें आप interventional studies आप independently नहीं कर सकते हो, क्योंकि nursing का एक दायरा है, उसके क्यों म्यूट कर दिया?
Yeah. Who's
I
no, you're talking.
Okay, so independently nurses can do research provided that it is under their वो क्या कहते हैं, आपकी परव्यू में ही है, यू ऑथराइज टू डू. जैसे अगर आप चाहते हो कि कोई मेडिसिन का वो देखे, इफेक्टिवनेस देखे, तो यू कैन डू दैट. It is not under your आप authorized नहीं हो. So otherwise you can do surveys, you can do observational studies, you can do that. है ना। इनिशियली आपको छोटा छोटा स्टडीज करना पड़ेगा, किसी के साथ करना पड़ेगा। अगर आप कहते हो कि इंडिपेंडेंटली स्टार्टिंग से करना है तो दैट इज नॉट अ गुड ऑप्शन माय डियर सर। दिस किसने पूछा, जिसने भी पूछा हो, आई वांटेड टू लेट यू नो दैट nursing is a very deep subject which is very interesting but yet lots to learn। ठीक है, बहुत
I
कुछ
think,
सीखने को है।
sorry to interrupt, you can be a co-PI or you can also be a corresponding author. You would get the same value. When you
वो
are
ये कह
going
रहे हैं ना
for
कि
publication, you would get the same publication. You don't need to team up. You can do
जरूरी
it
नहीं है,
alone
but
also. Yeah.
बट प्रैक्टिकली स्पीकिंग वी एंड मिलन नोस इंडिविजुअली बहुत मुश्किल होता है रिसर्च करना, तो वी नीड टू वर्क टुगेदर, है ना, एज अ टीम वी नीड टू, तो उससे ज्यादा बेटर रिसर्च बनता है। अकेले मतलब बीइंग अ नर्स अकेले ज्यादा कुछ करना भी इतना वो अच्छा नहीं है, टीम वर्क में करना बहुत जरूरी है।
When you're doing teamwork, you will learn and you will excel in that process. So later on, your quality of research will be very fine, and then you will have a better opportunity of publication in a good journal.
Okay. Thanks for your answers. So next question goes like, after BSc Nursing, which exam we have to give if you want to join in AIMS Nursing?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, एग्जाम ऐसा करके नहीं। आजकल बहुत सारे प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट्स खुला है, वो सब सेम है, जैसे IIT ये सब के लिए खुला है ना, वैसे ही नर्सिंग का भी ऑप्शन आ गया है। अदरवाइज इफ यू आर थॉरो विद योर नर्सिंग दिस प्रिंसिपल्स एंड एवरीथिंग, आपकी बेसिक सारे क्लियर है तो एग्जाम तो किसी में भी बैठ सकते हो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। बट या आजकल तो एक ट्रेंड हो गया है, सब लोग जा रहे हैं एक्चुअली, सो दैट्स अप टू यू इंडिविजुअली। आई वोंट रिकमेंड है, कोई भी ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूट रिकमेंड नहीं करेंगे which won't be right now if I give you any name of an institutions.
May I talk for 1 minute?
Yeah.
हाँ Stanzin.
Okay, so I'm Stanzin Angmo. I'm doing BSc Honors Nursing. I'm a third year student. तो मैं आप लोगों को बस थोड़ा सा बताना चाहती हूँ जो मैंने अभी थोड़ा सा अपना बनाया था। तो एम्स नर्सिंग में बोल रहे हो आपको एम्स नर्सिंग में कैसे करना है, तो एम्स नर्सिंग में एक ये है कि GNM करके उसके बाद 2 years कोर्स होते हैं जो कि पोस्ट बेसिक होते हैं, वो आप कर सकते हैं किसी भी कॉलेज से करके, GNM किसी भी कॉलेज से करके। और फिर उसके बाद एम्स में कैसे आना है, इंडियन कोटा होता है और एक NRI होता है, और NRI जो है वो नेपाल, उसमें नेपाल वाले ज्यादा करते हैं, मतलब वो ज्यादा लेते हैं। और फिर जो इंडियन कोटा होता है उसमें जो बच्चे हैं वो यहाँ से ग्रेजुएट होके उसके बाद वो फॉरेन भी जा सकते हैं, और मोस्टली UK और कनाडा प्रेफर करते हैं, और फिर मैक्सिमम जो है वही सेटल हो जाते हैं, और जो है और कुछ वापस भी आ जाते हैं और वो रिसर्च में भी काम करते हैं। और फिर जो NRI जो है वो फॉरेन नेशनल्स के लिए है, और उन्हें और यहाँ पे हाँ BSc ऑनर्स नर्सिंग जो स्टूडेंट होते हैं उनको 500 पर मंथ स्टाइफंड भी मिलते हैं। और फिर उसके बाद हाँ फर्दर जो स्टडीज है वो MSc है, MSc में भी उसके बाद MPhil कर सकते हैं और PhD भी कर सकते हैं, और PG। Yes ma'am.
अच्छा, the question was कि एम्स में कैसे जॉब मिलेगा ना, क्वेश्चन वाज एम्स में जॉब कैसे लेना है ना, ये था ना।
It was AIMS में एडमिशन कैसे लेना है, so maybe we can
एडमिशन क्या, कॉलेज में एडमिशन की एज अ जॉब,
aimsexam.org.
Join AIMS Nursing. That's what BSc, after BSc Nursing. Yeah, it was the job part. Which exam we have to give it for joining into AIMS Nursing after
वो
BSc
तो एम्स का एंट्रेंस एग्जाम होता है, वही करना है। एडवर्टाइजमेंट निकलते हैं हर हॉस्पिटल का, वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट निकलते हैं वही अप्लाई करना है, उनकी एंट्रेंस पे बैठना है। दैट इज व्हाट आई आंसर्ड जो पहले किया ना।
Yeah, thanks Nandini myself. So any other questions anyone would like to ask? So
I think there's one more question left.
Yeah, there's two questions. Yeah, two questions. So
it
one
is
is
one question.
There's one is privately, I guess he or she has sent it to me, maybe. So it goes like, ma'am, from where we can get the information about the future options, like the examples you have given, most of them are practically traditional beside nursing. So my question is, from where can we get the information that we can go for many things except traditional beside nursing? Please let us know.
I will tell कि एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे नहीं मिलेगा. Okay. एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे नहीं मिलेगा. If you really want it for the Lamstan platform, we can make a booklet where we can compile things from anywhere, and then we can make a small booklet for that. क्योंकि हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट होती है. जैसे WHO में बहुत सारे वैकेंसीज निकलते हैं जिसमें नर्सेज जा सकते हैं, जपाइको में जा सकता है, यूनिसेफ में जा सकता है. देयर आर मेनी प्लेटफॉर्म्स नाउ. द नेशनल ये मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर में क्वालिटी सेक्टर में जो है, क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट सेक्टर में, दे टेक नर्सेज विद डॉक्टर्स आल्सो ऑन द सेम लेवल. तो देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स व्हिच वोंट बी ऑन वन प्लेटफॉर्म. तो एक इनिशिएटिव लेना तो हम ले सकता है, छोटा सा बुकलेट बना के जितना हम कर सकते हैं. वी कैन जस्ट सी हाउ इट गोज. कुछ कमिटमेंट नहीं दूंगी, लेकिन या आई कैन कंट्रीब्यूट दैट विद फ्यू ऑफ आवर कलीग्स. वी कैन डू दैट. और एक जगह पर नहीं मिलेगा, दैट आई वांटेड टू से राइट नाउ, क्योंकि आप इंडियन नर्सिंग काउंसिल में जाओ, वो उनका अपने दायरे में जितना आता है वही बताएंगे. और आप दिल्ली नर्सिंग काउंसिल में जाओ, वो अपना बताएंगे. स्टेट नर्सिंग काउंसिल दैट इज, वो अपना बताएंगे. और प्रोफेशनल बॉडीज में तो अपनी प्रोफेशन, वो जो जिस फोकस के लिए उन्होंने बनाया वही बताएंगे. एंड अदर लाइक इंटरनेशनल एजेंसीज एंड नेशनल एजेंसीज, दे विल talk about their own requirements, not for whole nursing, है ना. तो nurses have many options that we need to explore, or we need to work on something which we can make a small booklet types.
Okay, thanks. And why there is such a poor perspective about nursing in society? This makes us feel so inferior. That's question coming from Aishwarya Sharma.
अच्छा, वो इसीलिए है कि आप सोचते हो, ठीक है. It depends upon you how you present yourself, and it depends upon you how you perceive other person's perspective. You know, if you work with सिर उठा के अगर अपना काम सही से करोगे और आप झिझक नहीं करोगे अपने काम पे, वो प्रेजेंट प्रॉपरली होगा. अगर आपको अच्छा नहीं लगता वो काम करना और आप प्रेजेंट शेबिली करोगे, तो आपको लोग उस हिसाब से ही आप के सामने प्रेजेंट करेगा. So that is what I wanted to show.
Okay, thanks. And there are a couple of questions that we received on the registration side, so I will just go with this. Job opportunities in military nursing after post basic BSc nursing.
पोस्ट बेसिक हो चाहे कुछ भी हो, ग्रेजुएट नर्स अगर है, इक्विवेलेंट है पोस्ट बेसिक और ऑनर्स नर्सिंग, बैचलर नर्सिंग हो गया. वो अगर उनको रिक्वायरमेंट है मिलिट्री में, वैकेंसीज आएगा, आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो. अगर उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से आप एलिजिबल हो, आप जा सकते हो. दे हैव सम हाइट वाइट का इशू और जो कुछ काफी सारे हैं एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया, तो आप वो आपको उसमें ही एडवर्टाइजमेंट में ही पता चलेगा. और आप बीएससी कर लिया है तो हाँ, वही जॉब का ही देखना पड़ेगा. जब भी कहीं पर आर्मी का निकलता है एडवर्टाइजमेंट, वहां पर आपको अप्लाई करना है. तो उनका एज लिमिट का भी है थोड़ा, और फिर उनका जॉब का थोड़ा सा टेन्योर भी डिफरेंट होता है, एंड इट कैटर्स लाइक ट्रैवलिंग जॉब एंड ऑल, थोड़ा सा होता है. वो सब चीजें तो पता ही होगा सबको.
Another question from Kartika. How should I prepare myself to be a lecturer in nursing college? What are prerequisites are needed? What are all
लेक्चरर के लिए कम से कम मास्टर्स चाहिए और 3 years टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए कम से कम. एंड इन प्राइवेट, मिलन प्राइवेट में क्या है, प्राइवेट सेक्टर में क्या है लेक्चरर के लिए?
प्राइवेट में भी ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. You should have MSc, it is mandatory, and you should have as a fresher they would take you with no teaching experience also, but because now the competition is so much, every other person is a MSc, so now they take, the bottom line is tutor. फिर tutor में आप कुछ साल तक काम करके आपको promotion मिलेगा, तब जाके आप lecturer. Now lecturer is obsolete, so instead of lecturer you would become a assistant professor. assistant professor first,
assistant.
then
Acha, then
assistant, then you would jump to associate professor, and likewise. And even in the government sector, it is 3 years of teaching is mandatory, but total years of experience is 5 years after MSc. That is true for AIMS, all the AIMS, but it would differ from institute to institute. So it would be, otherwise it would be 10 years also. So you shouldn't be surprised why it is 10 years. Okay, so it would differ, so you would have to weigh. So that is what it is as of now. It might change. So whatever whatever she has told it appropriately. But only thing that you have to remember is knowledge and smartness. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप उठ के चल के नर्स बन के आपको कहीं पे भी जॉब मिलेगा, अब वो खत्म हो गया है. अब आपके पास नॉलेज और स्मार्टनेस और स्किल सब कुछ कंबाइन होना पड़ेगा, तब जाके, एंड मेहनत, तब जाके आपको कहीं पे जॉब मिलेगा.
Thanks, Vinamni. So there's another question from Isha. She is doing BSc Nursing from AIMS. So is there any bridge course for BSc Nursing to MBBS?
नॉट इन इंडिया में अभी नहीं है. जैसे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में है तो उनका ना बेसिक जो नर्सिंग का कोर्स है वो और MBBS का बेसिक कोर्सेज जो है उनका सिलेबस मिलते जुलते हैं. ये दैट इज व्हाट आई हर्ड. ओके, आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट माय फ्रेंड वर्किंग इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया, शी सेड दैट इनका जो बेसिक कोर्सेज है ना वो थोड़ा सिमिलर होता है सिलेबस. तो आप अगर 4 साल करते हैं तो आप एज अ नर्स वर्क कर सकते हो. उसके आगे और करना चाहते हैं तो आप MBBS बन जाते हो. सो देयर आर थिंग्स, कंट्री टू कंट्री इट डिफर्स. इंडिया में नहीं है.
Okay, thank you. So what want to go in AIMS as a senior nurse? What paper will I have to give? So it's coming from Punsok.
अच्छा, एम्स न्यू दिल्ली में तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि सीनियर नर्सिंग ऑफिसर का पोस्ट ऐसी डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट में निकलेगा, क्योंकि इट इज थ्रू प्रमोशन सीनियर नर्सिंग के लिए. बाकी ब्रांचेस में शायद निकले, और इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन दी वो. ज्यादातर सीनियर वगैरह के लिए तो सीनियर में लास्ट टाइम एक जोधपुर में कहीं आया था तो एंट्रेंस था. अदरवाइज मोस्टली अच्छा ANS से ऊपर है तो शायद एंट्रेंस नहीं है. बाकी ज्यादातर एंट्रेंस के बेस पे ही ले रहे हैं. एम्स न्यू दिल्ली में शायद नहीं लेंगे, क्योंकि वी हैव द सारे वो प्रमोशन लेवल पे होता है, तो बीच में नहीं लेंगे. दैट इज आई थिंक आई कैन से इट श्योर, है ना मिलन? यही है ना क्लिनिकल में?
यस, यू आर राइट. सीनियर नर्सिंग ऑफिसर डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं है, वो नया इंस्टीट्यूट है, इसलिए उन्होंने एडवर्टाइजमेंट कर दिया था. अदरवाइज सीनियर नर्सिंग ऑफिसर में नहीं है, ANS में है.
ANS एम्स में तो होगा भी नहीं. एम्स दिल्ली में नहीं होगा.
नहीं, एम्स दिल्ली में नहीं है.
एम्स दिल्ली में तो होगा ही नहीं, बीच में रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं होगा. इट इज प्योरली ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ प्रमोशन.
Yeah, true.
And I'm done. I have done my nursing training. How will I get my job? And after completing my nursing, what should I do? So
it entirely depends upon what is your interest. अभी थोड़ा सा हमने बताया, बहुत छोटा सा पार्ट बताया हमने कि आप कहाँ क्या क्या एक्सपोजर हो सकता है. You get in touch with us continuously and you see what is your ikigai. मैंने एक ikigai वर्ड बताया था. What is your calling in life? आप देखिए नर्सिंग में आप कहाँ पर वो करना चाहते हो, एंट्री करना चाहते हो. आप क्लिनिकल नर्सिंग में रहना चाहते हो, वेरी गुड. यू हैव अ डायरेक्ट कॉन्टेक्ट विद योर पेशेंट. दिस हैज गॉट ऑल टुगेदर अनदर सेटिस्फेक्शन लेवल. आप उसमें अच्छे से करिए, उसमें बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. इफ यू वांटेड टू बी इन एजुकेशन, एज मिलन हैज सेड कि आपको एजुकेशन लेवल पे ही जाना है, आपने सोच लिया है, तो थोड़ा सा क्लिनिकल, आई वुड एडवाइज थोड़ा सा क्लिनिकल एरियाज 2-3 साल का जरूरी है टू नो the actual ground level difficulties and the actual condition of patient care and all. उसके बाद आप एजुकेशन में जा सकते हैं. एंड अदर अगर नेशनल एजेंसीज और इंटरनेशनल एजेंसीज में अगर आप एंट्री करना चाहते हैं तो वो भी आप एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं. इट एंटायरली डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू व्हाट यू वांट टू डू. वी कांट टेल यू दैट इस पे जाओ उस पे जाओ, नहीं बोल सकते, क्योंकि हमें ये नहीं पता है कि आपका इंटरेस्ट क्या है.
Yes, and follow-on question to that question, maybe someone has asked how to go for foreign nursing, various exams to be undergone or given.
अच्छा, इसमें ये है कि अभी मैंने TNAI का मैंने जिक्र किया था. I have talked about Trained Nurses Association of India. Just as you finish your nursing course, to all the nursing students, please be a member. अभी SNA का member होगा आप लोग, right? स्टूडेंट नर्सेस एसोसिएशन का जो मेंबर है उनका इट कैन बी चेंज टू ट्रेन नर्सेस एसोसिएशन के TNI मेंबर, है ना. तो उसमें आपको फीस का कुछ है, मतलब जो चार्ज लेते हैं ना वो कम लेगा स्टूडेंट से अगर आप SNA मेंबर हो तो जस्ट एज टू फिनिश योर नर्सिंग यू गेट membership of TNAI, and TNAI is the only government recognized agency for you to help in sending you abroad to work, है ना. तो उसमें आपको इंग्लिश का प्रोफिशिएंसी टेस्ट देना पड़ेगा, टॉफल और एनक्लेक्स जो टॉफल और क्या है अनदर वन, तो जो दो एग्जाम में, हाँ IELTS, हाँ टॉफल और IELTS, कोई भी जो भी चाहे जिस कंट्री में जाना है वो देना पड़ेगा, और उसके साथ नर्सिंग का जो एनक्लेक्स देना पड़ेगा, और इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द कंट्री व्हाट एग्जाम दे नीड टू गिव, है ना. तो ये चीजें TNAI के थ्रू आते रहते. इफ यू आर अ मेंबर ऑफ TNAI देन you can avail those facilities from TNAI, and it's free of cost. और शायद ये जो को एग्जाम दोगे उसका तो शायद आपको देना पड़ेगा, otherwise after clearing the exam then everything, the processing is free of cost.
So we'll take up another question. So ma'am, can you please tell us about the salary in India and abroad in nursing profession?
नर्सिंग का देखो वेरीज, गवर्नमेंट में अच्छा है. स्टार्टिंग कितना है यार, अब आई डोंट नो, 60-70 तो होगा स्टार्टिंग में गवर्नमेंट में. हाँ मिलन 60-70 से शुरू होता होगा ग्रॉस, है ना.
It is 60. Yeah, but
60 है ना.
this is true only for Delhi, right? This is true only for Delhi.
हाँ, स्टेट का
It is
डिफरेंट है.
not the
स्टेट का
same. Yeah.
10-15 हजार कम होगा शायद स्टेट्स में उनका कुछ कटता है ना, इसलिए
Depend
तो
करता है.
लाइक यू कैन से कंफर्टेबली 50 इन गवर्नमेंट इनिशियली स्टार्टिंग, और 40 भी है शायद कुछ स्टेट्स में. बट इन प्राइवेट सेक्टर इट डिफर्स, 10 से लेके 20 के बीच में है.
नहीं 10 नहीं है, अब it is 21 for freshers.
हाँ 20 तो वो कर दिया है एक्चुअली, गवर्नमेंट हैज मेड इट मैंडेटरी, लेकिन वो 20 जो है ना वो लोग पेपर में दिखाते हैं, हाथ में तो कम मिलता है.
नहीं I
अभी
know
तो मिल रहा है
people who
ना.
are working in Max, BLK and all, they are getting 20 to 25,000. They
इन
are
दिल्ली
getting actually.
जैसे यहाँ पर
In
हमारे
Delhi.
यहाँ रोहिणी में हॉस्पिटल्स है तो वो लोग इतना नहीं दे रहे. वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड इज वर्किंग देयर, शी इज गेटिंग ओनली 15.
नहीं in a reputed hospital, NABH accredited,
Corporate,
JCI accredited, they are getting.
हाँ एक चीज मैं बताना चाहती हूँ टू ऑल द न्यू नर्सेस हु आर येट टू गेट अ जॉब, तो आप थोड़ा सा अगर प्राइवेट में तो करना ही है इनिशियली, तो आप थोड़ा अच्छा हॉस्पिटल में करिए, बेड भी देखिए, क्योंकि कोई बाहर जाने की बात कर रहे हैं तो उसमें नंबर ऑफ बेड्स का भी होता है, एक्सपीरियंस आपका माना, whether your experience will be considered or not, it depends upon the number of beds in that hospital where you worked and all. There are so many requirements when you go out, and है ना. तो इसीलिए आप हो सके यू गिव इंटरव्यू फॉर ऑल द कॉर्पोरेट हॉस्पिटल्स, जो बड़े बड़े हॉस्पिटल्स है उसमें ही ट्राई कीजिए फर्स्ट, है ना, और छोटे छोटे में थोड़ा सा अवॉइड कीजिए अगर आप.
Okay, that's for the starting level. That okay, so that should be fine. So we are getting many questions as well. So maybe what I think we will end this session today at this point and follow on. It's not the one and only session that will go on nursing. I hope more and more nursing professionals will come forward and take sessions, maybe annually, monthly, weekly sessions, and a lot more technical aspects about nursing itself. So it's a group that we're forming now, and I hope you all will come together with more people getting involved, and follow on all the stations will happen as well. So I would like to thank Ma'am Yanchan here for coordinating today's event. It was indeed a very insightful picture. Ma'am Milan for co-hosting it to some extent, and maybe we hope that in one of the future event, maybe Milan ma'am, we can also have you as a guest.
Thank you.
And, yeah. So and any other questions if you have, you can just send the query to info.lampson@gmail.com, and then we can forward it to relevant experts for any answers that you need. And that's all. Thank you all for joining this today's session, and we hope, happy Nurses Week again. And you guys are doing great job being the front line for the COVID warriors. And really, this COVID thing has shaken the whole world, and now importance of all this medical care services, which comes under essential career service. That's what I would call now, because it's very important for the world. So thank you all for joining.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.